What it is, what it ain't, what it was, and what it's going to be. Welcome to KJ's World.
In a unique universe.
And I'm your host, KJ Davenport.
And I'm your girl, Uniquely Made.
And this is season 1, episode 4. Y'all make some noise, everybody. Make some noise. First of all, I want to welcome back my lovely co-host. We missed you, girl. Where you been? We missed you.
Oh, I missed y'all too. I did. I'm glad to be back. I really am happy to be back.
And look at her up here, just looking so good. I mean,
there's a God somewhere.
I'm telling you.
I try to look halfway decent, you know.
We had on Mr. and Mrs. Smith last episode. We definitely appreciate you. Uncle Kane came on. He was hilarious. Mrs. Smith definitely did her thing, but you know, there is no replacing the lady of the house. I mean, it ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
I know that's for real. You better know it. Me.
No. But all right, everybody, we got a great show for you. Season 1, episode 4. Make sure that if you have any advice or any things that you want to email us about, any relationship advice, anything you want us to speak on, make sure that you email us at KJ's World Unique Universe at gmail.com. We'll make sure we look at that. We'll make sure we get back to you, or we can read it anonymously. That's what we can do. Also, we want to make sure that you know about the call-in feature. The call-in feature, call us at 252-387-8684 during the show if you want to call in and be in part of the conversation, because we definitely have some good conversation tonight. I know you're a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Don't be scared. Call us. We're good people.
Exactly. I think they're scared.
I think they're scared to get online. I think so.
Facebook user, hey, best friend. I'm thinking that's going to you. Best friend?
Possibly. Best friend.
All right. So, guys, we got 4 hot topics for you. We got 4 steaming hot topics for you. Promise you we're going to go through them. It won't be long. And then we got our main topic of the night. We got why do opposites attract. It's going to be a good one. And to help us decide why opposites attract and go through the conversation, we have 2 guests. Bringing on our first guest for the evening, we got my man in 50 grand. We got Ace in the building, everybody. Ace, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on? What's happening?
What's up, Ace?
How you feeling?
I'm doing all right, man. How y'all doing?
We doing all right. Everybody make some noise for my boy Ace. Everybody make some noise. Anything you want to tell the people? Is anything you want to say to the people? Promote a business, promote yourself, speak on it.
Yeah, man. I'm one of the hosts of the Chicken and Waffles podcast. Coming to you soon. You can check us out. You can check me out on Facebook at Ace Edwards.
Hey, Chicken and Waffles, Ace Edwards. Make sure that y'all check out their podcast, Chicken and Waffles podcast, coming soon. All right, and we got our second guest of the evening. My homegirl, Quatrice is in the building. How you doing, Quatrice? How you feeling?
I'm doing good, everybody.
Hey.
My homegirl, Quatrice. Is there anything you want to say to the people? You want to speak to the people real quick?
Nothing much. It's about to go down. We're excited.
Okay. Girl power. Okay.
Right.
We got this leveled out. Okay. Gotta have a balance in here.
Guys at home, we do appreciate you. Thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Make sure that you give StreamYard permission for your comments so we can see, instead of Facebook user, we can actually see a name to go with it. If you feel like being anonymous, keep it the same. But we'd love to see the names that go with those comments. And if you are not logged in or at the social page at KJ's World Unique Experience or the Good Guy Experience page, or you're not logged in through YouTube, please log out and log in through one of those pages. That is because we can't see the comments on the other pages until after the show. So we want to make sure we see all the comments. We look at those. We critique our show through your comments. So please, if you're not logged in through one of those, please log out and log back in on one of those platforms. All right. Starting off with our hot topics, guys, because
So what's up, everybody? I'm back. I was gone for a week or so I'm back. Happy to be back. So I got our hot topics for today. Okay, so first on the list, we got the queen, Miss So Def herself, the brat, and the baby bump with the hump. Okay, I think everybody by storm. I think it's a beautiful thing, baby. You know, I love babies. Not going to carry another one myself, but it was definitely a great, great surprise for everybody, I want to say. And it was definitely funny on the show. She said she was finished with her first semester, but first trimester, which was really, really funny. But definitely congrats to the brat and her wife for that bundle of joy. What y'all think about this right here? This new creation.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
The brat tat on that ass.
Tat on that ass. Okay.
We have from ABC7 the report that the brat 48, she is 48 years old. Her wife, her name is Jessica Judy Harris Dupart, and of course, as Unique said, they're expecting their first child together. They spoke about that news first on People, and they talked about the road to motherhood. The brat said it's been quite a journey. Her real name, Shantae Harris Dupart, said there's a lot of stuff they've learned about women over the age of 40. Ladies, do y'all feel like y'all can do that at 48?
No.
I can't do it at 41. Okay.
I'm 32 and I'm like, we good, dog.
I am good on that.
Okay. Well, shout out to the brat. Shout out to the brat. Congratulations. She was my favorite rapper coming up. I'm talking about early 90s. I'm on the elementary school bus singing Funkdified. I know the hell she was
so Funkdified.
Yeah.
Got to move side to side.
Is she the most underrated female rap artist?
Man,
she's one of the most underrated.
Oh, for sure.
I will definitely give you that. I definitely got to put her up there in that top 10, man. I mean, she flowed, she rocked the mic, and it was just hardcore rap, man.
She was Funkdified all the way. All the way. And since we're talking about So Def, let's go into our homeboy, Mr. Jermaine Dupri and Diddy. They're gonna do a versus. Now, who y'all think gonna take this crown?
Do I even got to speak on it?
Yes, I asked. So who you think gonna take this?
I mean, do I need to be the first one to speak on this, or do we need to let our guest go? I'm gonna let our guest go first. You have anything to say about this particular topic?
Hey, it's gonna be a tough one, man. Like JD said, it's gonna be the Super Bowl versus. I mean, you gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Puff and JD both had a hell of a run. You know what I mean? Like dope producers. You know, they didn't work with some of the dope artists that ever came across our path. So, you know, you put two kings in the jungle, you gotta see who's gonna come up out of it.
Okay. Tammy Boone says,
stay off my comments over here.
Well, I apologize. I apologize.
I'm back. Tammy Boone said she's going with Jermaine Dupri. So we have one vote for Jermaine Dupri.
Okay, one vote. Who you going with, Patrice?
I'm going with Diddy.
Going with Diddy? Take that. Me too.
I don't agree.
Come on.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just speak on it real quick. Those at home, follow me. If you with me. Jermaine Dupri, excellent producer. Much respect for him. Definitely one of the kings of the South. But when I think about Jermaine Dupri, I think about children. I think about Crisscross. I think about Bow Wow. There ain't a damn thing you can do with Bow Wow or Crisscross when you hear that. Game over. Lights out. Part is over. Cakes on the griddle. You already grilled.
You crazy.
What you gonna do when you hear the remix of Flavor in your ear? Bad boy.
You're right. Now that right there, that puts you in a whole zone by itself. You're right.
I just gave you two right there to just.
You did.
The rest of the show don't even matter.
You're right. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in. Let me see.
I think I'm gonna run with JD though.
You go with JD?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
we got Diddy. So we got half and half in the comment section. What up, Vic? I see you're back. Welcome back again. He said,
"What's going on, my man?"
But yeah, I'm going with Diddy. I'm gonna go with Diddy on that.
Half and half. Me and Quatrice on the winning side. I don't know what y'all think about, but
I said Diddy. What you talking about? How you
Diddy? Oh, it's 3-1. Oh, hey, Ace.
Oh, really?
I'm on an island by myself.
Okay, All
right, what else we got for the people?
All right, so we got Mr. Jonathan Major. Everybody know him. Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you what. If my wife is watching, you better cover your damn eyes right now.
No, you can open your eyes. Just go like this.
Ain't it? You got just peek a little bit.
Just peek a little bit, like I mean.
Let me change this damn picture because he just looking at the damn camera like, man, what up,
Don't
man?
be a hater.
I like this picture better. He look cross-eyed right there. I like this picture better.
He's
still cute.
He's still cute.
I'm a hater. I'm scared to check the comments. I don't want to see what nobody say about it.
Let me see. I'm with you, Ace.
So yeah, Jonathan Majors.
The biggest controversy right now is the cover of Ebony magazine. You know what he's wearing. If you can place it up
Yeah, he
there.
went a little sideways with that one.
You know,
A little
uh,
fancy.
you think he feel it's a little sideways?
I
The
mean,
one piece with the jeans and the jacket. I mean, the jacket is a
Well,
fashion statement on its own, but it's the
one of the
comments
things
and how people are viewing it as weak.
one of the things that set this off is Dr. Boyce
It's
Watkins
upset.
on his Twitter. He posted the picture and said, "Ladies, this is how Hollywood defines black masculinity. That's
Mm-hmm.
why so many of your men are defeated and weak." Damn. Is that how we're feeling about this particular photo? Is that how
Um,
we're rolling with it?
I honestly, I don't feel some type of way about it. I think he still looks good. It's very tasteful. With the way fashion is in today's society, I feel like he hit it. Even with the pink background, I think it is what it is.
Um,
I
Making
think I think he's like, again, like she said, it's not overly feminine. Like I
Mhm.
was always told, if a man wears pink, you better stride wide.
Okay.
When he do his own his little stance, I love it.
Exactly.
damn.
So, do you think it would have made a difference if his fur or the chinchilla or whatever type of fabric that is, something I probably don't have in my closet, would have been a different color? Because we got stop doing him like that.
no, that's actually who he
Yeah,
was cosplaying. He was cosplaying a guy named
he
Daffy.
was.
So when he was cosplaying Daffy, a lot of people came to his defense. Everybody's like, "Hey, it's cosplay, guys. This is anime. A lot of y'all don't have access to the anime world, so we're dissing him
Right.
thinking it's feminine." But a lot of people were like Dr. Boyce Watkins wasn't trying to hear that. Because we see the legs crossed, we see the pink, we see the duck lips and everything like that. And
Okay.
we're taking one of Hollywood's hottest stars right now. I mean,
Hmm.
he's in Creed
He's
3.
fine.
Hey, Ace, hey, I got to go back to it. This is a Creed 3 photo. He's in
Yes,
Creed 3.
Jesus.
Yes, ma'am.
He's a masculine guy. He's in one of the hottest movies of this time right now. He's in Kang. And then, to take that and then say, okay, we're going to put you here. We're going to cross the
Okay.
legs. We're going to duck lips, and we're going to put pink chinchilla over you.
Now I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Okay, so Magic has worn fur. Diddy has worn fur. Now, honestly, if you sit back and you look back at our grandfathers, our uncles, great uncles, they sit with their legs crossed like that too. You think their legs,
Exactly.
I was just gonna
masculine
say that
people do that?
like older men do it all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, all the time. But see, the
Yeah.
thing
You know
about
what
it
I'm
too,
saying?
I don't think what a person wear dictate who they is as a person because it's in you, it ain't on you.
Agreed.
Absolutely. And
Agreed.
L. Billion said maybe he felt comfortable with his feminine and masculine side. You just never know. You're absolutely right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jamel Hill, of popular analysts on Twitter put, let me tell you about this guy named Prince. Pretty sure nobody ever looked at him as being emasculated or less than manly. Prince would have done this cover with heels on and pants and the ass out and been sexy as fuck.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But he would, but he's telling the truth though. Prince's heels were higher than mine, and he strut better than I ever have. But nobody said, "Oh, he's weak." You know what I'm saying?
All right. We got a lot of comments coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. He's not getting his cheek clap. Oh my God. Woo, Lord.
Okay.
Hit you with this one.
He's not getting
Sit your ass down.
Okay. All right. Understood. Yes, indeed.
Sammy, what are you talking about? Yes. Hey, that picture been gone. Hey, calm down. Calm down.
Listen, it's okay, but it's still embedded in our minds.
See, I'm jealous.
You just gotta, and you
I'm
can see it.
jealous. I'm jealous.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yes, and some of my lads, I love Prince too. Facebook user. I love.
Look, I'm sorry if I catch my lady up there staring at a picture like that. I'm just
You
all
a hater. You a hater. I bet you $5 against. You're crazy. You crazy for that.
Hey, she looking at his picture and looking at you sideways.
Now
Hey, nah, don't come with that. Nah,
No.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got for the people? We got one more, guys, and then we go get into
hot
our
topic is Sierra. You know, Sierra just released a new song. It's the independent woman song. She's getting a lot of flap for this because she's talking about being independent, don't need a man, but she's laying beside Russell Wilson every night. all the time. So there's a lot of flat for that, like how she's gonna, push this, independent women thing, and she has a husband. You know what I mean? So how you feel about that, Ace?
Well, before we get into
mean-
that, I do apologize. According to shinymycrown.com, fans weren't too happy about the new single that she had just released, suggesting that the lyrics are hypocritical of the lifestyle that she lived. The song is called For the Girls, and when she spells out the word INDEPENDENT before the
You know what that means? Okay.
This is for my girls. This is for my girls. A. The singer sings in the video while the record plays. This is so good.
And that's true. Okay. Tammy Boone said that doesn't make her less independent, y'all. And you're absolutely right. Independence doesn't mean that she can or cannot have a man. I think what social media has taken from that is her pushing that independence, but she has a husband. And that goes to what you posted on our page the other day, maybe yesterday, about Beyonce, all the single ladies, and she married to Jay-Z.
But I think that they shouldn't equate being single with being independent, because you can be very independent in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I think
when I get a man, I'm gonna be
have to
independently in a relationship because I need
exactly.
to be, needs to be loved.
Then we sit around and we talk about how the man isn't masculine enough, how he's not taking care of his own roles in the house, and then we say we're independent. Why do you have to be independent if you have a man who's taking on the roles of his house? I think, in my opinion, Russell Wilson came along after she was with another rapper. He came along, swept her off her feet. He's providing. He's doing a hell of a damn job as a provider. And then the first thing you do since you came out, since a song since Goodies, the first thing it's not I love my man, not me and Russell gonna have some babies, not me and Russell are happy. It's INDE. That song out of all of them, the first one you do.
Yeah, it is. She came out hard with it.
But I mean, is that the first song you want to come out with though?
I think it could have been something else, but I mean,
well, I want to hear the rest of the lyrics, because, like, you're hearing us, everybody's going crazy over a snippet.
True.
That's true.
And she ain't saying, she ain't playing FNF, so. So I think,
true.
Again, you can still be independent. It's still positive.
All right.
Okay.
And then who's to say that she actually talking about her actual situation in the song? Like, I think social media actually puts a different aspect on it, and people look at it like they take it around with it. You know what I mean? But I think nobody really knows what they got going on. Like, yeah, he might be the breadwinner, but she still may be independent in her own special way. You know what I mean? So
right, and that's true. You got a good point right there. Okay.
Speaking of Ciara, before she was with Russell Wilson, she was with a guy named Future. And I don't know the brother, but the image of the rapping and everything like that, the hardcore brother, street brother, and things.
I just said, I was being in agreement with you.
Where my Samuel Jackson picture? But
I was just agreeing,
But so Ciara had a good girl image and a dancer, good girl image, but she was attracted to this street type of guy. Which brings the question: do opposites attract? And why do opposites attract? Why do good girls like bad guys? And some bad guys like good girls. Is there anybody that wants to touch on this topic first? Because I'm sure there's a lot to be said.
Go ahead, Quatrice. Go ahead.
Ladies first.
Somebody who is raised like super Christian, like strict at home, I could see the desire to have something that's technically you're not supposed to have. And it's like, but I mean, I could change him a little bit. I could, I could do something like kind of fix him up a little bit. So it's a I'm not supposed to have that, so I'm gonna try it a little bit type of
right.
Facebook user said, "What's the call? What's the call-in number again? That number is 252-387-8684. Once again, that number is 252 387-8684. You're on with KJ's World Unique Universe and with our guest Ace Quatrice. And Quatrice just gave a beautiful answer. I think Quatrice's answer is pretty much stable across the board.
I agree.
I got to play devil's advocate. I'm going to take my co-host words. I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Too many damn BET movies.
Boy, go ahead. What?
Hey, look.
Really?
I'm going to go and I'm going to change him. His name is Thomas Shoot 'em Up Jenkins. And I'm going to change him like BET say I could. And then when you find out Thomas Shoot 'em Up Jenkins is in fact and exactly Thomas Shoot 'em Up Jenkins.
And he was.
Lord, this is what I thought it was. How is it not? What the hell you thought it was? His name is, what is it? Thomas Shoot 'em Up
Jenkins. Bang, bang.
Am I right or am I right?
That's true, though. I mean, and like this Facebook user just said, it's intriguing and fun. When I was younger and I was dealing with a bad guy, it was fun. It was like it was something that I know other girls envied because oh, she's talking to this dude or whatever the case may be. But it was cool. It was fun while it lasted until it wasn't fun anymore. And then I'm like, that ain't for me. Rub my back and shoulders. Okay, exactly.
Females are out there looking for Superman and walk past Clark Kent every day. Woo! They are there looking for Superman.
Not all the time. You're right.
I think folks fall in love with the image.
Say it again, my brother.
Like for real, people fall in love with the image. Like I think when you go look at things like social media and reality TV, people live so a lifestyle that we used to didn't have eyes on to it back in the day, but now you see it. So that's what a lot of people thrive for. Like that attention need a hell of a drug. So whoever popping right now, that's who they want, and they might not have no qualities that actually really match, but it's just falling in love with the idea of being with who you with because you want to be seen.
Right, that's true. Good point.
I like that. Facebook user says most people want what they can't have, and that's piggybacking off of what Quatrice beautifully put earlier. I mean, when you're raised a certain way, you're strict and everything like that, and you get that little taste of freedom. And it's exciting, and they got you riding in the cars with the
booming system,
the thumping, and you going around these dangerous places. Like, oh, it's so exciting!
I know it was. It's like an adrenaline rush, and then when you come down, you like, that was stupid as hell. I can't believe I did that. Our bees in a trap. Can't believe it.
Hey, they got you with the bamboo earrings and the herringbones.
At least two pair. At least two pair. Man, what I had
This is a real life image of me in the 7th, 8th grade, 9th, 10th. That's me over there in the corner right there, y'all. That's me with the flowers in his hand.
Oh,
that's me. That's a real life depiction right there.
Really? So
that happen every day.
Growing up, like you was that good guy, and nobody chose you that you say. So how did it make you feel?
How did it make me feel?
Yeah.
I was a guy. I wasn't very popular. I was known, but I wasn't very popular. There was some guys that just had it. Some guys just had that swag. Some guys just had that it factor. And it carried. I mean, just that aura of swag. That's just something that I just did not have. And I was interested in certain women, and they were not interested in me. They were looking right past me to the other guy. I just wasn't dangerous enough. When I grew up, I had curfew. I would ask, "Hey, can I go out?" No, you ain't going nowhere. But certain guys were able to stay out whenever they wanted to. They were able to be out and do whatever they wanted. That was not me.
Gotcha. What about you?
In the 9th grade or the 8th grade was a phone call and a good night round, maybe 10 o'clock. I couldn't be walking around. I couldn't be walking around. Hey, what's up? What are you trying to do? Without getting embarrassed. So.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Yes. Where did you fall in, Ace? Were you that good guy, that bad guy? Where did you fall in? We're in the middle.
I was a good guy that was trying to be bad. Like I was trying to have that image. I was trying to be that guy. I was going around. I had pants. I knew that damn fit, trying to sag them, like walking around like a damn fool.
Bless your heart. What about you, Ace? Where
Trying
did
to
you
be
fall
cool,
in at?
trying to use the slang, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hang around people I had no damn business hanging around and stuff. But yeah, I was, because I saw what it got them. I saw that's where the attention was. But, as the saying goes, real recognize real.
That's true.
People knew that. Look at his ass.
We had a Facebook user that said I would usually go for a Clark Kent. Okay.
That's rare. But we've been heavy on the ladies. Ace.
I was going to ask Ace. See, you won't pay me any attention. We're going to talk about this when we get off, y'all. See, this is what the opposites attract. Right here. I'm the good Christian woman, and this is my villain over here. AJ.
Man, sit your ass down.
Get on my nerves. So, Ace, where did you fall into play when it came to dating? Were you that good guy, that bad guy, or what? What were you?
I mean,
then tell the truth.
I was just, no, I'm gonna tell the truth. Nah, I think back in the day, when I was younger, I used to be a little bit more quieter than I am now. So, I really wouldn't, approach like I would now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I just always was myself, and if they dealt with me, they did. They didn't. They didn't. You know what I mean? I always just stayed to myself. I said if I shot my shot and it got caught, what I'm saying, that was good. But hey, if it didn't get caught, it was good too. So
great explanation, Ace. I do want to touch on this because, like I said, it's been so heavy on the girls, choosing the bad guy or whatever. We as guys, hey, we're not totally without fault too, because I know me back in the day, the girls that were,
fast,
acting like they were bow-legged, bending the cone and everything like that. Tennis skirts. What they knew I'll never forget this time. I was in about maybe the 10th, 11th grade, and I had a good friend. He said, "Man, go up there and talk to her." Girl that was way out of my typical range, and I talked to her. I was like, "Hey, can I walk you to class?" She said, "No."
Oh.
Maybe I can see you a little bit later. I don't know what nobody told you, but I don't like you like that. I just
dang.
Hey, I said it.
That's
about 2 weeks.
Rough.
Dang.
So, any guys in the comments? Why do we typically go for the bad girl? I mean, we talk about the good girls liking bad guys. Well, I mean,
that's true, because I used to pretend like I was a bad girl. Like me and my best friends, we used to go to the mall in Roanoke Rapids. We used to leave out with our little jeans on, and we changed to those tennis skirts with them slouch socks going in there, lip gloss popping. Walking, walking the mall over and over again. And I don't know why I did it to these dudes, but I set them up for disaster because my brother didn't want having that. Who you calling him for my sister for? It's like, not doing that. But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that because it wasn't gonna turn out good. And I'm like, let me go ahead and be this quiet. I wasn't quiet, but I was outgoing and popular, whatever. But bad girl life, that wasn't for me. But those bad guys were still attractive, but can't come to the crib.
So let me ask a question, guys. What's the difference between relationship wants and relationship needs? What is the difference between relationship wants and relationship needs?
I think a need is more of something that you can't compromise for. That's your grounds. That's your I have to have that, or it's not gonna work. Your wants, they can be compromised based on what your partner.
1 second, guys. 1 second. We do have a caller coming in. Caller, you on KJ's World Unique Universe with Ace and Quatrice. KJ Davenport, Uniquely Made. How you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We doing
good. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, what is your thoughts? Why do opposites attract? Why do good girls like bad guys? Bad guys like good girls? Well, I mean, what is your thoughts on it?
Well, my thoughts are, everybody is different, and people like different. We in this world, we like different. We're attracted to different. Nobody likes plain Jane all the time. Even most men cheat with, they have a plain Jane at home, and then when they cheat with somebody that's going to, that's going to be fun. Most of the time I hear it's fun. It's fun. So that's most of the time, that's what I get, or what I hear from guys when they cheat on their wives or when they cheat on their girlfriends and stuff like that. Oh, you're boring or it's fun or stuff like that.
Okay.
Right.
So the excitement factor. Do you think
Maybe
that's
the excitement is real? Yeah.
okay? Do you think that's something that dissipates with age and time, or do you think that's something that's with younger people, or do you think that's something that's
I don't think it has anything to do with age because age basically is a mentally. A lot of people grow and age don't never grow.
Right.
So it's all about your preference and the person. Hey Nate.
Hey, what's up? What up, Moni Moan?
Hey, we definitely appreciate it. Okay, so we're talking about the excitement, the fun of it. Thank you so much for calling in. We definitely appreciate your insight. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Have a good one. All right, guys, make sure that you call 252-387-8684, 252-387-8684 to be on live with the KJ's World Unique Universe. And we are on with Quatrice and Ace, our special guest for tonight. Now, we were asking Quatrice, she explained what's the difference between relationship wants and needs and compatibility when we go for those opposites. Maybe we're looking for wants instead of needs. Maybe you want the big booty and you need somebody who can help you put your life together. Maybe you want the big lips and you need somebody who can help you put your life forward in a different direction. Is there any compatibility with opposites? Can opposites sometimes be compatible?
They can. I mean, you go ahead, Ace. Go ahead.
Hey, we passed the 50-yard line, the 2 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
We did pass that, brother.
All right, cool. So look, a lot of times the good guys go for the bad girls because a lot of times the bad girls are more loyal than because sometimes people carry themselves a certain kind of way. That loyalty ain't as strong as what they say it is, and a lot of times you run across the bad girls who more loyal than the good girls be. You know what I mean? It's one or two things that's gonna draw you to the bad girl versus with the good girl. You know what I mean?
So what's drawing you?
I don't know, and I wish somebody would tell me because I've been trying to find out for like.
You gravitate toward those bad girls, huh? A little bit.
It's just certain things that come along with it. You know what I mean? I mean, I cannot talk about it, but it's just certain things that come along with it that you know what I mean. It'll attract you to it, but then you end up shooting yourself in the foot in the long run.
Is it that hypeness or the adrenaline rush that you get from it? Because
I mean,
like you said, the loyalty, that's like, oh, I'm gonna hold him down no matter what.
Right.
A good girl gonna be like, I'm gonna need you to get your life together.
But see, it could be a catch-22 because if sometimes they can hold you down that good, then they be so damn toxic.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be a lot of drama.
Adrenaline comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you gotta know when to get the hell out too.
That's true.
Exactly.
You gotta know when to hold and know when to fold.
Like you gotta know when to go back to your drawing board. Be like, okay, I keep going through this right here, and I'm attracting this. Okay, now I need to see why I keep attracting this, so I ain't gotta keep going through it.
Right.
Well, a lot of it could be. I'm gonna bring up something right now. A lot of it could be sexual mismatches. Sometimes, Quatrice got that face like, what?
No, I agree.
Sometimes the good girl, like you said, you raised a certain way. I don't think I should do this. I'm only supposed to. I don't do this on Sunday. In the bad. Hey, look, let's get it popping right now. I'm gonna show you a couple of things. I mean, and that excitement that hey, let's go, let's get it. I mean, I ain't never seen a trick like this before. You know what I'm saying? It's like
that's true.
That's why I say I ain't really want to go there.
But I'm saying, hey, you gotta go. We gotta go. But it's like that because you can have people that they can start off one way, and one person's sex drive could be up here, and the other one could be a little bit lower. Yeah. And that's sometimes it does balance out. Like, okay, well, it's just enough. They can meet halfway, and some are like, look, you didn't give me enough, or you give me too much. You're doing too much. Now you want it again and again.
Is that a deal breaker? So if sexual preferences or sexual sex drives aren't equal, could that be a deal breaker in the relationship?
It can be for some people, yeah. And sometimes that end up being a reason why some people cheat because of the incompatibility of that.
I'm just curious. I know this is not on topic, but going back to one of our other topics, if somebody cheats because they're not getting enough of it, is that forgivable?
Well, you know my answer to that.
Hey,
Is it forgivable? What you think, Ace and Quatrice?
hey, run that one more time.
I mean, if somebody goes out and cheats because the sex drives aren't matching, because they don't have, one loves it all the time, one doesn't, and then they go out and cheat. You're honest, hey, I cheated because I'm not getting enough of it. Is that forgivable? It's like, okay.
Oh nah. Nah, you can't walk that back. Because
Okay.
once you go to somebody else, ain't no need to walk back that way.
So
I don't care what the situation was.
So hold on for 1 second. We have a Facebook user that says she put that thing on him. Another one says sometimes they're just niggly cats.
I already know who that is. What's up, Uncle Kane? That's
never
Okay, guys, I'm like, you gotta know who that is.
Because girls are players too. Hey.
Yeah, I'm not a player.
Why am I singing that song?
Crush a lot, and for sure.
Hey, let me ask this. So we talked about sexual differences. We talked about bad guys versus bad boys, good girls, things like that. What about, we're talking about opposites. What about religious differences? Is religious differences, can they be two people come together? It happens all the time. You have a Christian who is into a Muslim, or a Muslim into a Christian, or a Buddhist into a Christian. Is that something that can work? Is that something that could come together and can be compatible? Or is it an automatic deal breaker?
I think I've seen a Baptist and a Muslim, and I think as long as there's some understanding between the two, and mutual respect, then it can work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you think it can work? Religious differences?
I mean, it all depends. Like, it all depends. Like, you be a Christian, but then if you making potions and stuff.
No, they gotta be a Christian for me, because I like to celebrate Christmas, birthdays, all of that.
All of it.
Like, I need all the holiday love and gifts and stuff. So yeah, for me, that's important for me. If I met a guy and he was of a different religion from myself, I would. So you're not gonna give me a birthday present? You think that's gonna fly, bro? Nah.
We really not doing nothing for Christmas?
We not doing.
Sorry.
We never have a feast for Thanksgiving. No. So yeah, that's a deal breaker for myself, and I stand by that.
I'm feeling what Tammy is saying. She's saying anything can work. You got to make the rules in your own relationship. I definitely feel that, Tammy.
Okay, Tammy.
I do want to ask this. Now we go into this topic. We're talking about opposites, interracial relationships. Hey, do we have any Dr. Umar lovers in the house? Because I mean, hey, he's looking at this right now. Like, you better not. But
listen, I grew up where my mom just told my brothers, if you can't use my comb, you can't bring her home.
Can't bring them home.
Yeah.
You said, what about a comb?
My mom used to tell my brothers, like, if she can't use my comb, don't bring her home. So that means she better be black.
Okay.
They stuck by that. They probably dealt with women outside of our race, but ultimately they knew that they had to bring home a black woman or whatever. But I do have a brother who, my sister-in-law, she's a Cubana. He says, but that was back in the day time. So I think a lot of interracial relationships have the status for that has grown over the years, because it's being seen as more acceptable.
When I was, younger or whatever, I did have an interracial relationship. I remember walking into a club with this young lady, and I remember she went to the bathroom. Every black face in that building, when she went to that bathroom, looked at her, and then everybody at the same time looked back at me. And it was almost to say, "You sell out, mofo." And I was sitting there at the time, like, wow, there was such a cultural difference when we dated. And I'm not saying that everybody that is not of black descent or African descent is like that, but from the food that was prepared, I'm sitting up there just like, this ain't like I usually like it, and everything like that, going to parties and things like that. Now we know, Unique, if me and you, we go out, or me and Patrice, we go out, that's racist. Not me. I'm not racist. I said I was dating a girl that was.
No, I think this comment came out when I was talking about what my mom said. Possibly. That's just what the rules were in our household. So, I get it.
But that's how that generation grew up too.
Yeah, right. Exactly. lived through the racist time, so they were mistreated by white people. So they're like, why would you bring that into their home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it. Go ahead, baby Tarzan.
And like I was saying, I just feel like the cultural difference. If me and Quatrice or me and Unique went out, and there are certain movements we know that as Black people, we know, hey, look, if everybody start running, what's the Black people gonna do?
We
run.
You know what I mean? Some people, I'm you know, this is not. I'm not saying who, but I'm just saying some people are like, oh my God, what's going on over there? Hell no. You know, I mean, you know, we know when things are happening. We see two people over there arguing. We're not going over there getting into it like, hey, what's going over here, Billy?
Right.
You need to calm down. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna give you that look. You're gonna give me that look, and we go into the car. So that's what I'm saying. I think that sometimes it could be difficult because there's a disconnect in how you were raised, the cultural differences and things like that. But that's just me. How do we feel? How do we feel about it? Guys at home, please feel free to comment on that. How do we feel about it?
Joshua Smith said it's not racist to have a preference.
Speak on it, Josh.
And Ubuntu Life, I do apologize if I mispronounced that, but feast on that delicious white meat, brother.
Yeah.
Not delicious white meat.
Oh my God. Put that up again. Oh, this guy. Oh my gosh, man. Hey, only on KJ's World Unique Universe. Oh my God.
Only here.
Comment of the night.
But an opposite that I have noticed, like in the being a single woman, period, the opposites in height. You know, every short dude in the US of A always hit on me. Always.
Every short dude?
Short. When I say short dude. And I'm like,
you know, not trying to put your business out there, but you about 7 feet tall yourself.
Listen.
Everybody gonna be short to you. Don't put on no heels. Damn you.
Whatever, KJ. Whatever. But I'm like, what in the hell?
See, I've had the opposite. I'm 4'9".
See,
so every man's like, let's go. Let me hold you. It's a little thing.
Really? See, now I would slap the heck out of somebody. Let me hold you. I can't even I'm gonna have to hold old boy. That's how little they are. And I'm like, if I bring your little stuff home, my kid's gonna look like, who is this man? Who's this little fella?
Who this little boy?
Who this heifer? You know what I'm saying? But I am a tall woman, 5'9", strong. However, it's like, you know, they little. Tammy Boone said, short men. Listen.
So we discussed some of the opposites. We discussed why good girls like bad guys like good girls, things like that. What do you do when opposites begin to clash? For example, you say you like the excitement, ladies. I mean, that was the consensus. You like the opposites, the bad boys. It's because of the excitement, the fun. As Quatrice said, sometimes you think you can change that person like a BET movie. So what happens when it's not the BET movie? What happens when you're 6 months in, a year in, and this is the same person? He's the bad guy. It's old now. Now he's up in your house, and you're like, look, are you gonna ever leave? Nah, baby, I got another game of Madden to go. And now you're frustrated. What happens when opposites begin to clash? How do you deal with that situation? Do you go to the good guy now? Now you go back, oh, I should have been with the other guy. Now I'm gonna go over to him. How do you handle it?
They need to go do some self-work.
That is true.
You said what?
They need some self-work because they need to figure out why they keep doing it.
Right.
Who, the ladies?
Whoever keeps going to the bad person.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say this is the relationship. You are attracted to one bad person. Like you said, you think that it's that BET movie. You know, I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna be the one. This cookie right here is gonna be the one that he fall in love with forever. But he ends up being just like he presented himself to be. He ends up being either a cheater or a bad boy or doing whatever he does in them streets or whatever. Now it's just you and him.
Right.
Now what do you do? Now do you don't know?
I say you got to go.
You got to go, and that's a fact.
It's just that simple. Now you just up and out.
Hey, look, yesterday's prices ain't today's prices, baby. I liked it yesterday. Today, it just not working for me.
So can we agree that sometimes you might come and now the guy that was in the library don't seem so bad. Now the guy that was in the khakis and the button-up suit that was handing you flowers and saying, "Oh, you look so pretty today," you know. Now you're still shaking your head. It's still not enough. What I mean,
it's not enough. I mean,
no, see, look,
guys
you
always
telling me you're still like, I'm still gonna try him again. I'm still gonna try the bad boy. I'm gonna try another one. Maybe this would be different.
Like me myself, I'm gonna be like, well, dang, he might be okay. So,
yeah. He might be okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll go to the nerd dude.
My patience is very thin. If we haven't got to this point where we're going back and forth, it's just, and you're not trying to change, and we're trying to compromise and make it work, and you're not doing your part, then that means you gotta go.
Victor says it can. I'm a living example of that. Victor, when you say it can, what is he referring to? It can. He's a living example of that.
That he was you were a bad man.
You said what?
He got changed into a good guy. He was a bad boy. Victor, is what you're talking about?
Oh.
Hey, but the thing about it though, the good guys always finish last.
They do.
So the good guys what?
They always finish last.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. A woman that goes, I'm not saying all. I'm not saying everybody, but it's some out here who they'll go through the cheating, they'll go through the verbal abuse, they'll go through the physical abuse, and they'll still stay. And if they don't stay, they're gonna find somebody with that attracts them like that person that just did everything to them. They're gonna attract the same person because they look for the popularity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And sometimes
popularity and money.
I think that's a sickness. Well, not a sickness, an illness as well. When they stay, because sometimes they don't know how to go. They don't know how to leave that toxicity, and then now they feel like, okay, well, this is the type of love that they're supposed to have. This is what equates to love for them in their mind. So sometimes,
because sometimes you got to go through it. Sometimes you got to go through it to see who you exactly dealing with. Because a lot of times you're gonna meet the representative before you meet the person anyway.
Exactly.
Richard Webb.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Richard Webb says opposite never attracts if the heart matches.
Richard,
how you feel about that?
That's my LB, and I love you, bro. But I don't know what the hell you just said. I don't know what in the world that. I don't know what is you. I don't know what you're trying to say, my bro. Opposites attract if the heart matches. What is he trying to say?
Okay, let me put it back up there. Opposites never attracts if the heart matches. I don't know. Maybe he meant opposites never attract if the heart don't match. I don't know.
Okay.
Rich, let us know what you're talking about. Give us some.
I guess he's saying it. I guess he's saying if your heart match, you're not opposites.
Oh, okay. All right. That's my bad. That makes perfect sense. All right. My bad, Rich. I get it now. You know, if the heart matches, then you aren't truly opposites. All right. Makes perfect sense. My thing is, I don't care what if you decide, I like this. I like bad boys. I like this guy over here. He excites me. It's thrilling. I like to be in the hood. The gunshots make me horny. Then be that. then be that.
Monday.
But my thing is, once you get with that, and once you have kids, and once you are, tired and you're frustrated, don't take that negative energy. Now you try, you walk over to the good guy and like, you know what? I always liked you. I always had.
Right, and that could be true. I've always liked you.
Exactly. It was just I was just so shy, and I just didn't know what to say. And
I'm so proud of you. You're doing good for yourself.
I see your little podcast you got going on.
Yeah, I see you doing your thing.
Joshua says, ladies and gents, don't be the dummy. If you what's up with this niggly cat? If you see a niggly cat in the wild, avoid it. Like, where's avoid accountability? Of course.
Exactly. If you see that she's been with niggly cats and
niggly cats, that's gonna be my new word, Josh.
We save the best for last. Good guy. See, that's the thing. I'm too jealous. I'm not last. I can't be last. After you done explored and you done Christopher Columbus your ass on round the way.
Not Christopher Columbus. Well, he stole some shit, so he did.
He did what?
He stole some shit. So Christopher Columbus. But technically, can't you say that your wife saved you for last because you're her husband. You're it until the end of time.
That's true, but I would hope that my wife didn't go out there and deal with, the thugs and become broke. See, what I'm saying is when women become broken. See, now when you become broken, you're bitter. Now you got 15 walls up. Hey, baby, I love you. Don't tell me that shit. Don't nobody love me. I've been through this before. You ain't all y'all the same.
That's true.
Now it's an impossible task to actually love you because of what you've allowed this man.
Not impossible.
Not impossible. More work.
Yes.
But sometimes it is impossible, though.
Thank you.
Sometimes it can be impossible.
Well, it's only impossible if she herself, number one, don't believe she's lovable. Number two, ain't gonna do the mental and emotional work to improve herself, or feel better about herself, or believe that she can be loved. So again, hard, not impossible. Well, impossible for those who don't do the work.
Yeah, but the impossible part is when a person has been through so much and you take them through the opposite. Like you keep the brick with them. You know what I mean? At all times. And they got this wall up and you willing to drive that bulldozer to knock that wall down. And no matter how many times you hit that wall, it just won't come down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it ain't going to come down until that person stop pushing, holding that wall up.
Exactly.
Because they scared of getting hurt again, thinking you're going to do what somebody else did. And you ain't even in that same realm.
That's true. That's true. So let me get some of these comments over here. We have a Facebook user that says, where did it go? I think people should stick with what they are equally yoked with.
I wouldn't say that either, because if you get somebody who's exactly like you, then you're not opening yourself up to experience new things. You know what I'm saying? If I'm somebody, I'm gonna bring up sexual again. If I'm somebody who hasn't experienced certain sexual things, and we're both two people, we're just gonna do it in the bed all the time. You haven't experienced somebody who takes you like, look, let's go down to the kitchen counter and let's do X, Y, Z. Then you will never experience that part. If all you've ever listened to was hip hop and nobody ever showed you a Teddy Pendergrass CD or something like that, then all you're gonna know is one thing. So I wouldn't say it has to be equally yoked, but that's just me.
Understood.
Never impossible. You have to be man enough for the task at hand and understand the assignment. But like Ace said, you get there and that wall is up because you done dated, what was his name? Tommy, I shot him up Johnson or something like that. And you dated him. And now there's a brick wall up. And you think you've gotten somewhere. You knock that brick wall down and you turn around and another one is standing right there. And we're expected to bear the weight of trying to love you and make up for the mistakes that this other gentleman has done. It's not fair.
Yeah, you can't pull it out of me, and then when they ain't got no more energy left, you still don't even have enough there to even refuel me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't expect me to keep pouring in your cup and you taking out of mine.
Right.
Yeah, that's
when I'm out of energy, who got me? Yeah.
Right. That's right. Joshua Smith says, for every dude that a guy says did them dirty, they overlooked or did too dirty. Be real about it. And the Facebook user said, Joshua, who hurt you? You need a hug. You need a hug.
I will admit that I have done. I won't say I was the worst, but I wasn't always a good guy. So I
gotcha.
I did.
I think we all did always been good.
Yeah, I think we all did some BS back in the day.
Yeah,
I did it because I was hurt. So I went through and I was like, okay.
People hurt people.
Exactly. So I was hurt very, very bad. So I met girls and I'm like, well, she'll be all right because I got over it.
So. Right.
I'm gonna get my lick back.
You can lick back. See, that's that dirty stuff. Damien JD Scale says equally yoked means of the same mindset, moving in the same direction, same type of drive and goals.
I like that.
I agree.
Good stuff.
I agree.
I agree with that totally wholehearted.
Yes, indeed.
You tried to stop the bleeding.
Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. You tried to
stop Tammy, what bleeding? What bleeding?
From that hurt.
Tammy, what bleeding?
Hurt.
I agree with Damon. I think everybody agrees with that.
Yeah, because that's true stuff right there.
Hey.
It is. For those that didn't see it the first time, I'm gonna read it again. Equally yoked means to be in the same mindset, moving in the same direction, same type of goals and drive.
Okay. Yeah, as long as y'all are open to doing new with your hurt. My hurt. Oh, okay. Yeah. if we're talking about that, I did change. I did have an ex-girlfriend, and I remember I, had to admit that I was cheating. And she looked at me with tears in her eyes and was like, "What did I ever do to you?" She really looked at me and was like, "What did I ever do to you besides be good to you?" And at that moment, I realized that, hey, look, this is not the way to do this. I mean,
oh yeah,
you were shitty scum of the earth. Dang, KJ, I would have never thunk it.
Never thunk
I'm
it.
just kidding, but you were. That was horrible. But however, but yeah, I'm glad you've grown. Those,
thank you.
you were young.
That's it.
Yeah.
I had an afro and all that stuff. I was terrible.
Oh, okay. Josh said nobody hurt me. Honestly, I'm just accountable for my outcome. And that's true. You have to be accountable for your own outcome.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Religious relationship.
Guys, thank you so much. We had a lot of comments coming tonight. Thank you for being involved with the show. We definitely appreciate it. And once again, you could have been anywhere, but you were here with us, and we definitely appreciate that. We had great topics, from the hot topics all the way down to our topic of why do opposites attract. I want to thank Ace, and I want to thank Quatrice for coming on once again. Another great show. Thank you
appreciate it, man.
We're gonna
appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're gonna go through with final thoughts in just a second, but once again, I want to give a shout out to my co-host. Welcome back. It's not the same without you on the show, so we definitely appreciate you. Thank you for coming back.
Yes,
thanks for being back. I hope you
thank
come
you for
back.
having me back. Right. Well, thank you for having me back. I really did miss you guys.
So we're gonna go around. We're gonna start with you, Ace. Any final thoughts for tonight?
No, I appreciate it, man. I enjoyed the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Real dope conversation. I appreciate y'all having me on. Honor and pleasure anytime.
Before we get to Quatrice, hey, if you enjoyed tonight's show, please tap that one button in the comments. Please tap that one in the comments button. The comments box. Also, hit up that at Gmail. Any inquiries, any critiques, anything, hit us up at the Gmail. Any show ideas or anything you just want to talk about, hit us up at the Gmail. Quatrice, it's on you.
Just the opposites can attract. Everybody just got to be of equal heart, mind, and understanding.
Absolutely.
And thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
And to the lady of the house, Miss Uniquely Made. What's your
final thoughts? I just want to say thank you guys for joining us for our 4th episode in our season 1. Definitely appreciate you guys making this a great night. And I agree, opposites can attract, but just don't holler me if you shorter than me. Okay? So, but yeah, definitely, it's all about what you make it and who you want to be with, and if it means enough to you, you'll make it work.
Hey,
yeah.
My final thoughts. I don't have any issues with somebody dating opposite or whatever they find attractive, but once you do, keep your ass over there. Back across the tracks, keep your ass where you at. Don't bring it back to the good guy side. Stay over there where you at. Just stay over there.
Right.
And we'll be back with more fire, more heat on KJ's World Unique Universe. Once again, thank you so much. We'll see you next week, next Thursday at 9. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate you. Hold on, who's that? KJ hurt too. Lord have mercy.